Hey, welcome on back to The Deeper Dive. It is Luke, and today we are going to be talking about Velo, some different connections that I have found in the past few days here. It's been maybe 5 or 6 days since I covered Velo. My last video I covered XCH, which is another one that I think is a gem. Check that video out if you haven't already, and make sure you are caught up on everything. But we can get right into things with Velo. Recently, on the 19th, we had this partnership between WeLab and Lightnet to build a virtual bank in Thailand. They applied for a virtual banking license together, and I think that they applied on the last day, which was sort of interesting, but it is what it is, right? Either way, this was good news. I'm definitely excited to see what happens with this virtual bank and their levels of success, because if we go onto WeLab's page here, we see Lightnet and WeLab building, quote unquote, their leading AI powered virtual bank. And going down, we can see that WeLab has 60 million registered users themselves. So I'm not sure if this new virtual bank will incorporate their previous users or be another solution, but either way, it is big. And they are backed by the IFC, which I did talk about in my last video as well, part of the World Bank Group. So definitely some big names here and exciting to see for Lightnet. Getting into this document here, I have Visa on CBDC development in 2021, and they say that 86% of central banks are exploring the benefits and drawbacks of CBDCs. So definitely at a point in time where we can begin to see a lot of these CBDC projects ramping up, and we can also see with Asia Pacific at the forefront of innovation. So we know with Lightnet where they're working that things are starting to heat up. We're starting to get more announcements. The Thai Baht giveaway coming up, and I'm going to talk about that. But I think that we are truly at a time of innovation where we will begin to see some of these things put into place. Going down just a few pages here too, we can see on the ecosystem participants that fintechs and consumer tech platforms need to enable transaction and settlement, check, Velo does this, build tech to custody digital currency keys, this would be like Orbit, their wallet, or the internal processes that they already have to maintain the digital keys within Lightnet and Velo. Maintain trusted security infrastructure, check. Distribute tokens to consumers. Now by this, you may be thinking, why would Velo distribute Velo tokens to consumers? That's not quite the case. This would be more for CBDCs in terms of transacting and distributing a stablecoin, which check, we have that, we can do that. Prepare consumer-facing wallets, Orbit, check. Create interoperability across wallets, check. That is also Orbit. So everything that Velo would need to do under the Fintech tech platform section, they have basically checked off, and all of these other people just need to connect, which we know we already have a bunch of merchants. They have a large network, they have financial institutions, and they have worked with central banks like the Bank of Thailand. They said they transacted USDC. So definitely some things that look similar here. We know that Visa is a Velo Labs partner, so I thought that this was worth pointing out. We also have Visa crypto APIs, which we can see right here. Maybe this is what Orbit will use to help people buy or sell crypto within the Orbit app itself. Visa is helping them become crypto enabled, including providing crypto APIs to buy or sell crypto within digital banking apps. So I definitely could see that as a possibility or an option within the app, but time will tell. I wanted to talk about TrueMoney here, and you'll see how this ties in. But TrueMoney has multiple use cases, and just taking a look at their app on this screenshot that they give us, we have QR payments, obviously, right? That's sort of the bare minimum in this space here with the future of where we're headed with QR payments and cashless, like they say. Not that cash won't play a big part still, but you might not be transacting with it as much since we would like to do less of that. Topping up on their wallet, and you can see they say bill payment like electricity, water, phone bills, conveniently in just a few clicks. So it's like a banking app, right? Just to help gain a better understanding. There's also rewards. So I wanted to put that out there for you guys to help you understand what I'm about to show you. Now on 2C2P's page, we can see under their digital wallet section that digital wallet usage has risen in prominence in Thailand. And the top digital wallets used are TrueMoney, sitting at number 1 with 52.6% of the market share being used. So it's almost like TrueMoney, which is owned by CP Group, Alibaba, and MUFG Bank, Japan's largest bank. It almost seems like TrueMoney is very strategically placed in terms of future innovation, and we know TrueMoney is a Lightnet partner. So showing you guys this document here, wouldn't it make sense introducing central bank digital currency in Thailand by the Bank of Thailand in December of 2021? So almost 2022, keep that in mind. Now, we're only around a year and a few months ahead of this, year and a half or so. And now we are doing a giveaway where they're giving away bot to help stimulate their economy. And part of this giveaway is going to be done with digital currency or some type of electronic money. And they ask some questions here, talk about where do they stand on introducing a CBDC and such. But on this third page here, what is the rationale for retail CBDC pilot in Thailand? And they talk about allowing more innovations, allowing more inclusion, and how a cashless society could come faster than thought. And they talk about prompt pay, which we know has Velo and Lightnet integration. We already have seen this. So that was big in itself. Now, who else do they mention on this side over here with this diagram? Central bank money going down. We have e-payments and some float, which I'm not exactly sure what that is. And we have TrueMoney. So they are saying, even here, their best example for this intermediary for e-money is TrueMoney in 2021. So they definitely had an idea of who Lightnet was, who Velo was, and I think time would tell that it would make sense for the bot giveaway to be interoperable, and it would make plenty of sense for TrueMoney to be labeled here, considering they can't just outright say Lightnet. If they say Lightnet, everyone's going to go buy Velo, right? But we have TrueMoney, which we know, like I said, owned by CP Group and a few others, although CP Group also owns 7-Eleven in Thailand. They have the licensing for every single one. And we know 7-Eleven is a 24/7, soon to be, in my opinion, hub for banking. Okay, people who are unbanked need a place to go, and this will be the primary location since there's so many of them. There is thousands of 7-Elevens in Thailand. TrueMoney, owned by the people who own 7-Eleven, wouldn't it make sense for the people who own 7-Eleven and the largest payment app in Thailand, the largest digital wallet for payments, wouldn't it make sense for CP Group to make the currency that will be used at those gas stations? Think about how much of an issue it would be to go to 7-Eleven, try to withdraw or deposit money, and then run into an issue with it if the ones who own 7-Eleven did not also own the payment system, okay? This makes a lot of sense to me since they will need support and need help, and 7-Eleven is going to play a part in aiding that help. So I could definitely see how this would all line up. Let me know what you guys think about that, because I think that is very exciting and definitely possible. Moving on here, we also have this, which is about Inception. So I found this post from 4 years ago where Inception partnered with ST Bank in Laos. And I just wanted to point this out, that they partnered with them in Laos in 2019, Inception. Inception is now under an umbrella with Lightnet and Velo. Then in September of 2023, CP Group and 7-Eleven in a joint venture launched their first 7-Eleven stores in Laos. Then in May of 2024, this year, Velo partnered with PTL Holdings to make the Lao Bullion Bank and be the clearinghouse for the Lao Bullion Bank. So, like I said, these 7-Elevens, they play a big part, I think. This is all very exciting stuff considering this line of events and how we have seen Velo and Lightnet grow. I truly do think that they are here to stay. And what does that mean for the digital asset? Well, I'm bullish. That's what I'm going to say, because how can you fade this stuff? It is truly exciting to see. I also have this that I noticed, and Amina Bank posted on the 16th of this month that they were selected to participate in Project Agora. Now, Amina Bank is Seba, if you recognize that name, and they partnered with Lightnet Group in 2020. You can see it on their page here now. We can see here as well, Amina Bank selected to participate in Project Agora to explore tokenization of cross-border payments, and the 16th of September. Now, this project is bringing together 7 central banks: Bank of France, Bank of Japan, Bank of Korea, Bank of Mexico, Swiss National Bank, Bank of England, and the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. So I think that is pretty big considering this partnership between Seba and Lightnet for cross-border payments. I mean, will they use Velo? I sure hope so, and that would be huge, especially if Project Agora ended up using Velo or having a few different options and Velo being one of them. That would be crazy. We also have this post from K Thingle here on Twitter. Follow him if you do not. Twitter, X, same difference. But we can see how Nishad at Lightnet posted, "Great to have the CIMB Thai team over here at our office. Great supporters of Inception and Lightroom's future roadmap." Now, what I found was that we have not only 2 former CIMB employees at Lightnet now, including Carmen L., who had 14 years at CIMB and is currently head of payment operations at Lightnet, as well as Marcus Chan, who had 8 years at CIMB, currently head of treasury at Lightnet. But we also have Jun Lanan, I believe that's how you say it, who is treasury manager. So these are all former CIMB employees, and interestingly enough here, he also worked at UOB, which we know is a investor in Velo, and they actually recently doubled their investment or made a round 2 on their investment. And then we have Krungsri, which is a member of the MUFG bank group. So lots of similar ties. One previous partner, now people being talked about by Nishad here. Very interesting stuff, very exciting. Back to this post about WeLab and Lightnet's virtual bank license, we have them saying that Lightnet is licensed by the Bank of Thailand and 4 other central banks and processes over $10 billion in annual fund volume. So that is quite a lot. And the results for the virtual bank license are in either Q1 or Q2, which definitely gives me bull run vibes because we are on the brink of a very exciting time. Also, from another Visa CBDC paper, we could see that about 1.7 billion adults globally remain unbanked and lack proper access to financial services, yet 2/3 of unbanked population own a mobile device. So we could see quite how big this unbanked portion is that Velo could be targeting. We're talking potentially 1 billion people, okay? That is a lot. 1 billion users could potentially be using Orbit at some point due to its innovation and how helpful it could be. It is truly going to be a game changer, guys. I hope you enjoyed everything that I talked about. I think this was pretty big to see TrueMoney mentioned here. They did not mention anyone else. There's no Alibaba, there's no WeChat. I'm not sure if those are used in Thailand, but it was TrueMoney, okay? That was very exciting about the top digital wallets in Thailand. And I think this was huge as well, understanding how big of a role I think Velo will play in Laos. So I hope you all enjoyed. Drop a like, comment, let me know what you think about this stuff here. I was super excited to get it out. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe as well. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.